everyone! Some of you took notice of two bags that I've been taking mod shots with in some of my previous videos. The video you're about to see was filmed about 2 weeks ago and is an unboxing and first impressions video of two bags from Teddy Blake that were kindly gifted to me in exchange for an honest review. I am currently test driving the bags and will be back with an update in the next 2 weeks. So far I'm liking them, but stay tuned for my first impressions in case you've been considering purchasing from Teddy Blake. Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new here, my name is Jasleen, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing another unboxing, and this is a very special unboxing. I'm actually very curious to know what this product is like. This has kindly been gifted to me by a brand called Teddy Blake. If you've heard, they make handbags. I've seen videos of their handbags on YouTube. I saw them on Instagram, and when they first reached out to me, I was like, isn't this that company that made that really good dupe for the Hermes Birkin? And then I remembered, I'm like, okay, and now I know which company it is. So I was very curious. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can get the dupe for the Hermes Birkin. And I went onto the site and they don't have those bags anymore. They actually have a lot of other designs. So I chose two handbags. I had trouble choosing one over the other, and I emailed them back and I said, okay, like, I've gone through your site, these are two styles that I'm having trouble deciding between, and they kindly said, you know what, we're going to send you both, and in return, if you could please give us your thoughts and your reviews, which I really don't mind doing because I do that for all of my own items, and this is what this channel is about. And they said that I could also use this as a giveaway, and that was really nice. Like, I thought that would be great for the holidays as well. I know I already have a giveaway going for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway for Christmas time, and I think I'm going to throw this into the mix. I think that it'll be a nice surprise, and I kind of want to do like a low-key Oprah giveaway. Like, I want to give away some other items as well just for the holidays, because it's going to be really shitty this year, guys. It really is going to be shitty, and we're already, I mean, I knew this, we were going to come into a second wave of COVID and we're going to get hit and businesses are going to be impacted. I'm also going to be impacted because chances are I probably won't be working again during that time. So yeah, so if we can make each other's lives better, why not? I'm going to start with the unboxing, and this is going to be completely organic. I'm going to stand up for this because this box is really big. If you guys notice, I actually got new lights. So this means that I can now film at nighttime, which is great, which means more filming, and I leveled up. I got myself a utility knife, and actually this isn't a new one. I was cleaning out a filing cabinet, and this is, like, it was brand new. Like, it was in the packaging. It was probably something from like the 90s or the 2000s. It's ancient, but it works. So yeah, so I'm not struggling with scissors anymore. So this is the box that it came in. I didn't have to pay customs or duties because it was marked as a gift. But this is a US company, so if you're in Canada, you will have to pay customs and duties. And I'll give you those details as well afterwards. But this is going to be a true unboxing. I've never handled, like, I've never seen their bags in person. I've never handled their products before, so this is going to be a true, like, first impressions, okay? So, inside the box, this is what I see, okay? So there's a white hard box inside. It says Teddy Blake, New York. So I'm going to pull this out. One second. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing else in the box. So this is the box. This is like an enormous, like, sort of magnetic closure box. So it's a pretty decent, like, I wasn't expecting to get a box like this. And we're going to open it up. And it opens up all the way. Okay. So if you can see, in the inside it says Teddy Blake, New York, designer handbags made in Italy, luxury leather. Each Teddy Blake handbag has been made with you in mind to be an extension of your unique style and flatter your everyday fashion choice. And so the box itself is kind of collapsible, which is nice. So it opens, and it, if you can see, you can actually fold it down, which I wish a lot of design houses did, because I have a lot of boxes from Chanel and you can't collapse them and then they take up so much space, so I have to kind of play Tetris. But that's a nice thing that they did. Not that it matters, we're really focused on the product here, okay? So inside it's bubble wrapped. So I've got one handbag here and another handbag right in here. And oops, okay, so you see that completely folded. I'm gonna put these on the floor. I'm actually more impressed with the box right now. There's no other tissue paper, but I'm just gonna fold this in just to make it nice and pretty. So it completely like it went from this to that, okay? Which is very nice that it did that, okay? So it folds flat, you can slide it in the back of your closet and it doesn't take as much space with us. So I really appreciate that feature, okay? And I'm gonna put this here. Let's get started. Okay. So the first handbag. So I was, as you know, I was very curious about getting the Birkin dupe, but they didn't have it. And when I heard of Teddy Blake before, I'll admit, and I saw that they had a dupe for the Hermes Birkin, it did kind of put me off. And not because I'm against, you know, cheaper handbags, nothing like that, no. I just don't like it when brands come out with almost like a ditto copy of something that is iconic to a design house. So the Hermes Birkin is iconic to Hermes. So, you know, I wouldn't want to wear a dupe like that. You know, I would want, if I'm going to be buying from a brand, I want something to be unique to that brand or original to that brand. I wouldn't want to wear a dupe. Like I don't want to look like I'm trying to pass it off as an Hermes Birkin, even though I'm maybe not trying to pass it off. But anyway, I didn't really like that. So, but I was curious, and then when I went on the website, they didn't have that style anymore, and they actually had a whole bunch of other styles, which were pretty nice. So this is the first one. So we're gonna open it up. So this style is called the Jade style. So they had a variety of styles on the website that are classic. Like they're styles that you see across various brands with some minor tweaks here and there, but nothing that was, you know, trying to emulate another brand's iconic style. So I liked that. Okay, so basically it doesn't come, it's all bubble wrapped, and I'm assuming just to sort of protect it in transport, but this is the dust bag, okay? So the dust bag is kind of, it's a bit small for the bag, I think. I think it should be bigger, but it's kind of like a cottony sort of material, and it says Teddy Blake, New York. So we'll open the dust bag, and we're gonna reveal the first style. Okay, so I'm gonna lay the dust bag here. So this is called the Jade style, okay? So there's tags attached. And this is the Jade style in the 12-inch bottom, so they have numerous styles that are available. And on here there's something, and it says something in Italian, so I don't know what that is, but anyway, so we've got a label there, so I'm just going to take that off so that it's not distracting us. Okay, all right, so I wanted to choose a style. I know there's a style on there that I don't know what it's called, but I know it's very popular. Now that I've seen like what is the most popular, I didn't want to choose that. I wanted to choose something that was different and had more of a classic silhouette that suits any person at any age. So this kind of reminded me of the Louis Vuitton Alma bag, so the one that has a zipper that goes all the way around. And I wanted to choose a style that was no fuss, that can translate to using at work, can translate to using while traveling. If you're a mom with kids, you can use it. If you're a young you know, person going to school, that you can still use it. This has 2 top handles, and it has a shoulder strap, and then there's a zipper that goes all the way around. And these sorts of bags are nice because they're easy to get into and out of, and again, they're very like no fuss. So first I'm gonna I'm gonna comment on the first thing I smell. So it smells like leather. Just like, you know, when you purchase a bag from Chanel, from Prada, from Gucci, from Louis Vuitton, from whatever brand, it smells like leather. It's actually very strong. The finish I chose is kind of like a grained leather. So I wouldn't really quite say caviar, but it's kind of like an embossed design. It's got like a bigger pebble, not quite fine as Saffiano, but it's kind of like a grain leather, so it's more scratch resistant. And at the bottom it says Teddy Blake, New York. It's a very subtle gold foiled name on there, so it's not like logo mania. It doesn't really scream that you're holding a designer handbag or potentially anything that's expensive. It's pretty similar in design on the other side, so if you didn't want anything to show up, then you can wear it this way. Oh, okay, so on the outside of the bag, so this bit here, oh, there's actually a little pocket here. Okay, so let's just move on. We're gonna open the bag. Okay, so there's 2 zippers, and it's a pretty smooth opening. Like, it's not fussy or anything like that. It's a pretty good zipper. And then when I open it, it's got a red interior, so that's what I chose. I chose a red interior. This is the shoulder strap, and inside it's stuffed with paper. Okay, and I'll probably lower the camera. Okay, so there's a red interior, and on the inside there is one pocket right in there, and then another pocket on the other side. And it's in, I don't know if this is suede. I think it is suede. I'll confirm later, but I think this is suede. It doesn't feel like the microfiber. It feels like suede. And on the inside it says, I don't know if you can see that, Teddy Blake, made in Italy. Okay. Again, with the smell. So it definitely smells like leather. Okay. So it's a bit hard right now, and I think because I have it, it's stiff, it's brand new, so it is a bit hard. But as you can see, like with the opening, like it's very, like you could definitely put a lot in here and then still close it. I'm impressed with the fact that there's pockets on the outside there and one here, so you can easily drop in like your cell phone right in the front there. So I didn't know that it had that feature when I chose it, so that's pretty cool. And then on the inside of each flap, so here and then here, that's where you can hook on the shoulder strap. So the shoulder strap right now, it doesn't feel as substantial. Just like with all bags, I feel when they add a shoulder strap, it's always like thin. And I don't know if I would want a bulky shoulder strap with this, but maybe I'm just expecting more. But it is quite skinny, and I guess that goes with the aesthetic of the bag. So we're gonna just hook on the strap, and the strap is adjustable. So let's go on to this side. Okay, so there is an adjustable strap length. Okay, so that's a nice feature. I do like the fact that it has a strap so you can wear it. So let's try it on. And this is where it hits me. And if I wanted to reach into my bag, so I've got my phone, and I could easily just keep it in there. It doesn't really look like a pocket, which is kind of nice if you're commuting and all that and you don't want to have anybody reaching in for your phone and stuff. Like, it's right in here. It just looks like it's the design of the bag. On the bottom you've got 4 feet, which is really nice. And then I've added this strap on, and okay, so one thing I'm noticing right away that is a little bit annoying to me, and I have to be honest with you guys, because I was gifted this bag. I didn't spend my own money, but I'm looking at this as if I have spent my own money, and believe me, I am frugal in many areas of my life, and when I buy something, I do expect it to be good quality and to deliver, keeping in mind how much I've spent. So considering that this is going to be under $1,000 Canadian, okay, so it's going to be about $600 Canadian. That's not including taxes or duties, but still under $1,000. Money is money, so I'm going to look at it from that perspective, that price point. I'm not going to compare it to Louis Vuitton bags or Chanel bags, even though those are the bags that I've handled, and I'm not going to look at it from a Chanel pedestal, okay? I'm going to be looking at it from just a quality handbag perspective. Like I'm not expecting this to be Chanel quality. I'm not expecting this to be Louis Vuitton quality, but I am expecting it to be good quality. So the leather is kind of stiff right now, and that, you know, when you do get leather handbags, sometimes you have to break them in. So I'm noticing it's a bit stiff. But I understand the strap was wrapped up. It's gonna start to become buttery as you start to use it. Right away, when I put the handle on, the handle does this, and there's no way, like I can't get it to lay flat, right? Because the hook is on, and although they have made it so that you can't see where the strap attaches, and I like that, but the problem is with this little swivel, this thing here. So either this thing should be longer, and then that way, you know, it does turn around, but it needs to flatten down. Like it needs to bend so that this thing can lay flat without bringing the handle down. Do you guys know what I mean? So that's one thing that is going to be driving me nuts, because this thing is not sitting properly, and I would like to use it with the shoulder strap. Using it with the shoulder strap, it looks amazing, but the moment I put it down, it's not going to rest nicely, okay? That's one thing that I'm noticing. But overall, I mean, the design, I really am liking the fact that there's pockets here that are kind of hidden. And I will probably, I'm gonna predict that this little bit here, see, the strap is kind of annoying me already, that this bit here is going to start to it's going to soften, and the handles might start to do this, a little bit of this, okay? I'm not sure. I haven't used the handbag yet. I'm going to be using it for about a month, and I'll let you know what I think, but I'm predicting, just based on my experience with handbags, that that may start to happen. Okay, so I went through the description again, and because I can feel and I can tell, this is actually suede. Like, it's not microfiber, it's not faux suede, it's actually suede, and it's red. I will need to know if there's going to be color transfer from the red. That's something that I'm curious about, so I'll probably put in like something light and see if color rubs off. That might be a concern, so something to think about. And the bottom is quite sturdy, it's quite hard, but it is kind of popping out a bit, but that happens with other bags too. So I'm going to start to load up the bag and see what we can put inside. Let's say you're going to work, okay? And so this isn't exactly a tiny bag. This is a bag that you can wear to work. You can put quite a few items in here. So let's stick in an iPad. Can't remember what model this is, but I have an iPad with, this is like I'll insert which one it is, but it's not the mini, okay? And it has a smart keyboard attached. I'm gonna put this in here, and it fits. So if I close it up, it can fit an iPad, okay? Actually, it can fit, but so it can fit, but it gets a bit stuck on the side, but it can fit, okay? So let's pretend we're not putting, maybe an iPad mini, okay? This one's a bigger iPad, so an iPad mini will definitely fit in this. Let's just put in stuff that I took out of my purse, like stuff that I carry anyway. So I've got my mini pochette accessoire. I'm gonna put that in there. Card holder. Now I can put this in the front pocket, but you know, I'd prefer to keep it in the inside little flat pockets there. So I'll put that So in this little flat pocket here. So I'll put that inside there. And next, we've got my keys, powder compact, change purse, and then my little plastic thing with cash inside. And there's a ton of other room in there. Like, it's got quite a bit of room in there. So that fits all that in there. Let's try to put the iPad in again with this stuff and see. So the iPad's gonna go in. Okay. And I don't know, maybe if there's a bigger size, I think there is a bigger size in this, then definitely no issues there. So we're gonna pop everything back in. And then keys, compact. Okay. And then I can zip it up. But I do have to sort of push the iPad over a little bit. But it does fit without really distorting the bag. And I think as this starts to get a little bit more buttery and soft, it'll be easier. Now, the front pocket, I can stick in my phone. Right in there. So once you have stuff inside the bag, then it doesn't fall in as much, but it's there. So, and I also have like a pop stopper on there, right? So I think we all do, and that kind of takes up the space. But if you don't have a pop stopper, then not pop stopper, pop socket. I have a pop socket on here, so that kind of does get in the way when I do try to put this into small pockets. But there you go. It's not bad. I'm gonna start to wear it. The reason why I chose this is because it's not an obvious logo. It's not obviously designer, but it looks pretty put together and chic for work. And you know, sometimes you don't want to carry a designer bag to certain places, but you still want to look put together. So for instance, you might not want to wear logos to work for whatever reason. Maybe you have a family event and you don't want to take a designer handbag to a family event because certain members or certain relatives maybe make you feel uncomfortable about it. Like, there's so many different reasons. So many different scenarios and environments where you may not want to carry some of your more expensive stuff. Or maybe you're a student and, you know, you're going to school, you want to look put together, or you have an internship, or you're trying to find a job, but you want to look put together, but you don't necessarily have the funds for a designer handbag. And let's be real, Chanel prices are crazy. So same thing with like Louis Vuitton, like the prices are going up, and maybe it's not feasible for you to put that sort of money towards that, and you want to get something that is good quality. It's leather, it's not pleather, it's not going to start peeling on you, which some bags start to do that, and you can feel like there's no give, there's no stretch to it. The bag doesn't mold to your items, it doesn't get buttery and soft, it doesn't get lived in, right? So when you get things that are made out of PVC or pleather, they don't have as much give. It is a good shape, I think, but quality and all that, I'd have to assess. I already see that the stitching is not exactly perfect, so that's what I'm noticing. The strap, that I pointed out, that's something that I'm not too crazy about, the way that the strap attaches there. What else did I notice? Oh yes, so the top handle, it's the distance here, like the little strap dot for the top handle, it's great to pick up, but I can put it in the crook of my arm. I can, but it is a bit annoying. It rubs there, right? So I would have liked the strap to be a little bit higher to give you some room, because you want your bag to be comfortable to wear. So that's something that I'm not really too fond of. I would want it to be a little bit higher so that I can comfortably wear it in the crook of my arm. And then the strap. Those are two things that I think will make me feel uncomfortable while wearing the bag, but I'm going to try it out for a couple of weeks, and I'll do a part 2 with my review and whether or not I think it's worth it to buy. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next bag that I chose. The next bag is called the Eliza bag, and I'm going to go ahead and open this. So I guess they really don't want anything to get damaged in transport. Okay. So again, same dust bag. So this is quite fitting for the size of the bag. And so it's a pretty decent dust bag. It's quite thick, which is nice. And I'm gonna reveal. Now this is a style that I've never had before. So this is the Eliza bag. So this is a bucket bag. And the reason why I chose the bucket bag, because I don't own any bucket bags, and I know that bucket bags are really on trend. A lot of brands are doing them. Fendi with the Montresor bag that came out. I was really tempted about that. I think the first one that kind of came on scene was the Monsieur Gabriel bag, and they have a similar one to this actually with the red interior, and they have different colors of interiors, and I saw that on Sophie's show hut before. But Chanel has bucket bags now, and Sophie show hut did get a bucket bag from Chanel, and I kind of like it. I kind of have seen with the new collection that they have bucket bags, but I don't want to spend the money for a style that I don't currently own. I think it's better if you try a more affordable option in a different style, see if you like it, and if you want to really make that investment and spend the money, then you can go ahead and buy the luxury version of that. But I don't have a bucket style handbag, so right away, so it's got the smooth leather up top, and then there's the croc on the bottom. This is the combination I chose. They have an all croc version as well, but for some reason this appealed to me more. And again, I chose the red interior because I just think it looks really, really classy and nice for fall. And it's nice to have a different color interior so that you can find all your items and it's not just one big black hole. They do have other colors in this actually. So I just chose black because I'm basic and I just wanted something safe to experiment with. I mean, I know I wear black. I can wear a black handbag with anything. So if I'm going to get use out of it and I want to really test it out, then I chose a neutral color for myself. Again, I'm going to take the label off because that's going to annoy me. But there's it's quite sturdy. I think with a lot of bucket bags, the actual leather is quite stiff so that it keeps its shape. And the bottom is nice and smushy too, so you're not as restricted when you put your stuff inside. So this has the sort of opening mechanism. So how do I open this? Okay, it was a little bit sticky, but I think as you start to use it, it'll be easier to open and close. So this is brand spanking new, guys. So with leather, although I noticed that with like higher end designer bags, you don't really get that. But I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm not gonna try to compare this to Chanel or Dior or Louis Vuitton. Like those are very expensive. Those bags are in like the $5,000, $6,000 range, maybe a little bit lower, but I'm not saying that it justifies the price. I mean, of course they are overpriced, but yes, the quality is there. And I'm not going to compare something that's under $1,000 to that. So again, looking at that perspective, but it was a bit sticky, maybe just, it's just stiff like right now, because that's the thing with leather. Like you have to play with it. You gotta, it has to warm up to you in order to be broken in. So once I've undone that, then, okay, so this opens up pretty easily, okay? So it's not stiff or anything like that. Oh, there's actually a top handle, which is kind of nice. And that's hooked on to the inside of the bag. Okay, let's just undo everything. There's a shoulder strap. Let's just take out all the stuffing, okay? Okay, and then inside, there is this little piece here. It's just a piece of leather. It's croc embossed on one side and then plain red on the other side. And that's just to sort of line the inside. Okay, this thing's attached, so let's... I forgot that this was attached. So there's an attachable or a detachable pouch that can come off, and there's like a little strap there, and then you can pull that off, okay? And it's attached to the ring of the bag, so we can also take that off too. So if you didn't want to have it attached there and just use it as a little pouch. This is a little bit stiff, but anyway, there it says Teddy Blake, New York. This is the same material as the top of the bucket bag, and it's just like an added bonus, but I don't know if... Okay, so it was a bit hard to open, but inside it's red leather, okay, and it says Teddy Blake, made in Italy. So inside you could probably stick in like your card holder, some cash, card holder, and then put in some money if you wanted to as well. So if I could take like money out of my little plastic pouch and then put it in here. Actually, I might use this in my other bags for money, but anyway, it's nice. It has like a little wristlet option. So the only thing is that the zipper on this is not very smooth. I think maybe because I have to open it and close it a couple of times to kind of get it going. But if you're going to be, I would want the zipper to be smoother, so I might have to work it in a bit. So as I use it, at least it could be smoother, but right now it's a bit stiff. So I'm going to wait until and see if that loosens up. But it's got a wristlet option, so it's cute, but I'm just concerned that this might be a bit stiff, because if that is, then it would be a bit annoying to use. If you want to use it as like a grab and go type of item, it'll be a bit annoying to use. So I'll see. I think maybe to make it easier, they could have had like a little gusset on there, like on the side where it folds in, so that it's a little bit easier to get into and out of, like it's not just a flat pouch. But you know, that's just a suggestion, okay, just based on my experience. So I'm going to lay this down here. So this is actually really light. For it being all leather, it's quite light, and I think that's the whole vibe of bucket bags, is that they're supposed to be very user-friendly and easy to use. I actually forgot to put this thing in. But anyway, so there's this little piece of leather there. So as I said before, the top leather is quite sturdy, and then on the bottom the croc finish is kind of stitched in this kind of envelope pattern, and it's not as stiff. Like, it's not like the Chanel Gabrielle bag where it's very, very hard, and then the top bit is soft and smushy and then it starts to collapse. I think this will maintain its structure really well. This top handle feature is really great on bucket bags, and I think a lot of people like that because they like to just kind of grab and go and just carry it. It is comfortable. I can wear it on the crook of my arm. There is a shoulder strap that is detachable, so again, it's in the croc finish for this bag, and it doesn't feel as stiff as the other one, and I think it has to do with the finish. That is a grained finish. It's just like the Prada, almost like the Prada Saffiano, but not quite. But those tend to be hard. But this is a bit softer. This is in the croc embossed leather, but I think all leather, as you start to use it, will give over time. You have to give it a chance. So we're going to hook on the shoulder strap, and again, the shoulder strap is adjustable, so you can adjust it. Right now, I believe it's on the shortest setting, but you can make it longer if you really wanted to. Yeah, I believe it's on the shortest setting. Actually, no, it can become shorter. There's another hole there, so it can be shorter, but I'm just going to put it on right now. So the reason why I chose this bag is because sometimes you just want something, you know, just to go shopping, and you want something really easy to get into and out of. You might want this for travel, so if you're going to the airport and you want like a little handbag to put all your things in, although I might go for a bigger size. I don't know. The reason why I chose like a mid-size is because I want it to translate from any type of scenario. Maybe if you're going to the airport, you might want a bigger one, or the size is good and you just have a big tote like I do. We always cheat. We always bring like more than one personal item, okay? But I'm impressed that it's pretty soft to get into and out of. I thought it might be a bit stiff. And you can also take this top handle off. So it is a bucket bag. You can put loads of things in here. So let's just put in what I've already put in before. So again, mini pochette accessoire goes in there. Change purse, my little plastic pouch of cash, card holder, card holder, compact, my keys, and my phone. And we'll close it back up. Now that I've opened it, this is actually a lot easier to close. At first I think it was just stuck because it was probably packed like that for a really long time. And there you have it. So I'll do a little mod shot. I'm actually really loving this. I've never had a bucket bag before, but I think this is more user friendly, of course, because of the style. The Jade style is very nice, but there's some things that are already annoying me about that. So I do like the concept of it, but there are some changes I'd make to it. But it is overall a pretty nice bag, but I'll have to assess the quality before I tell you if this is something you should put your money into. This little pouch here, I think, I mean, it's a free little thing they've given you. It's extra. They didn't have to give you this. But usually with these pouches, I think they can always do better. I know Louis Vuitton gives like a little pouch with their Never Full, and that's canvas, so it's a little bit easier to get into and out of. But because this is that stiff leather, I really think they should have done like a gusseted pocket here to make it easier to open and close. Like even now too, like the zipper, it is stuck. And if I'm going to use this as like a grab and go thing, I would be a bit annoyed. So I'm going to give this a chance. Like I'm not going to write it off completely, but yeah, so it's nice that you're getting this for free. This actually does fit inside too, so let's just stick it in there. So if you wanted to put in some little important little like receipts and stuff like that, and you don't want them swimming around in your bag, you can use that. The strap is malleable, it's not like the other one, and I think it's just because of the finish. So I'm gonna try it on for you guys, and you can, let's take a look how it looks. So right now I'm just wearing it with like a pretty easygoing outfit. This is like a $9 top from Zara, and I'm wearing my Lululemon pants. This is just my comfort gear, guys, and then wearing an easygoing bag, so I can definitely take this shopping with me, no fuss. I think it looks really nice with the top handle and the shoulder strap. So I'm actually really liking this style. I think it's very easy. I think anyone would really like this style. I'm gonna try it on with my coat as well so you can get the full picture. So it's fall now, so I can start to model with jackets and coats. It's very easy. It's a very light jacket or light coat, and I've got my little bag, and I like how the color peeks through. So they do have other color choices as well, but yeah, it's pretty easy. I could easily put this over the crook of my arm. There's enough space because of the strap drop, even if I'm wearing a coat, and you can carry it like that, and I can put it over my shoulder. It looks pretty good. About the hardware, it's quite nice. It doesn't really feel that cheap. You can tell sometimes you can get hardware where it feels almost like it's plastic and it's been coated, but this is actually metal. It's colored metal, of course. Nothing's gold plated anymore. But I don't really see any. I don't think this metal will chip or anything like that. But I actually really do like this. Like right off the bat, I do like it. I don't see it being complicated, and that's just because of the style, and the material is quite lightweight, and it looks really sharp. I think this can look dressy as well. Okay, so those are my initial thoughts. You saw the unboxing, you saw how the bags were packed. There was nothing specially packaged for me. This looks like something that would be sent to everybody. So it wasn't like it was specially wrapped for me. It looks like this is their standard packaging for all orders. But, you know, I was impressed with the fact that they did put the bubble wrap around the bag while it had the dust bag, so it prevented any damage from transport. I like the fact that the box was collapsible. So price point, I didn't pay for these, so I can't give you an exact dollar amount of what I paid in Canadian dollars. So the Jade bag in the Palmelatto finish in the 12-inch size. It's currently priced at $444 US, so US dollars. And if you convert that, that's approximately $600 Canadian. and that doesn't include taxes, duties. The shipping is free, but it doesn't include taxes and duties into Canada, so I'm very sure you're going to pay HST on top of that price, as well as any sort of brokerage or clearance fees that you have. So the shipping is free if you're in the US. If you're in Canada, then it's $39 for shipping on top, which converts to about $52 Canadian. So you're going to be spending that on shipping, and then you'll have customs on top. So, you know, as Canadians, we usually with US products, you have to pay a little bit more. With the Eliza bag in the Croc duo, so the smooth on top and the Croc on the bottom, which is in the 9-inch, so there's the 9-inch sort of diameter. The black and red combination, this is $264 and it converts to about 350 Canadian. So 350 Canadian, and then add another approximately $50 of shipping, and then add your HST at least, and that's going to be under 500 bucks times 1.13. So this is going to be under 500 bucks. You guys remember I did that video on top 5 luxury items under $555. Like, this is what you can get. So with that price you're getting a bag, and it's a pretty stylish bag. Anyway, those are my first impressions of these two bags. The company's model is they want to offer a good quality all leather handbag with Italian craftsmanship. So these are made in Italy, in workshops with craftsmen or craftspeople who have experience working with leather, have decades of knowledge about leathers and how to work with certain types of leathers, because you know you can't just get leather and stitch a handbag. You need to understand factors about leather such as how it will stretch, tensile strength, etc. You need to also know how to stitch that leather. So there is some skill there. It's not something that is mass produced and produced by just about anybody. You need to employ somebody who does have that knowledge and experience. They're made of 100% leather, so I don't see anything that is not leather in these bags. There's no fabric lining. It's fully leather lined. Surprisingly, like, this one's very light. This one as well. This one's also quite light as well, but this has suede on the inside, and I'm actually very impressed. I don't even think I saw suede in some of my Chanel bags, so I'm very impressed with that they're fully leather. The quality of the leather I'll have to see over time, but so far it looks to be of good quality. The designs, there's a wide variety of designs on the website. So, and I understand that they release new collections from time to time, so you do have to subscribe, and then they'll send you if they come out with something new based on the current trends. So they do have quite a few styles on the website. These are the two that I happen to choose. And the whole model of the company is to create a luxury handbag without compromising on quality for an affordable price point. And if you look at what's available these days, like, I mean, if you go to other brands, and I'm not trying to pick on anybody, but what are some brands where you can get bags under $1,000? So you can go to Kate Spade, you can go to Michael Kors. Macaj, which is in Canada, also has leather handbags. M0851 also has leather handbags, and they do tend to be in the range of $500–600, but that's kind of what you're paying. Like, it's nice to have those options, right? Because one, maybe you can afford a luxury handbag, maybe you have a lot of luxury handbags, but you just want something where you're not going to really worry about it. You can take it anywhere, you can take it traveling. If I'm going to travel to India, I'm not going to take my green lambskin trendy CC. And I mean, I'm not going to travel anytime soon, but you know what I mean. There are certain places where you're going to go and you don't want to take a bag like that. You want something that looks chic and stylish, but you're not going to be worried about, you know, ruining, or you're not going to be a target, you know, for pickpocketers. You're not going to be a target for somebody trying to mug you, and there's some scary things that can happen. There are some occasions where you just don't want to wear a name brand, or you are just starting out and you don't have $5,000 to put towards a handbag, and I mean, that's totally understandable, but you want to look put together and you don't really want to throw your money away on something that's pleather or plastic and something that's going to fall apart. Then it's good to have this sort of mid-level range that looks tasteful and classy, and you're not really throwing your money down the drain. Like, you're putting money towards something that's of quality that you're going to use. It's not going to fail on you. For that reason, I appreciate that there are brands such as Teddy Blake that are bringing out good affordable options, because you can't just have the polar opposites. Like, you can't have $7,000-8,000 handbags on one end and then $100 handbags on the other end. Sometimes it's nice to have something in the low to mid range that will still give you style and that'll make you feel elevated in your everyday look. So some people don't care about brand names, some people don't care about logos, they're not into that sort of thing, surprisingly. I mean, I know everybody here that's watching this channel is here into that sort of thing, but there are people out there that don't give a rat's ass about they don't care about luxury brands. Like, they just want a nice fashion piece. They don't care about that stuff. So I'm going to test these out. I'm going to test drive these for about a month, and I'll come back here and let you know what I think. Some things I noticed right off the bat, other things I'll come to know as I use the bag. And right now with like fall outfit, I mean, these both look pretty sharp. So I don't see how these are going to be bad to style. This looks like a really nice little doctor bag. I just wish the strap was better. I think as it will relax, it'll get better, but I don't know, let's see. Anyway, guys, if you like this sort of videos, give it a thumbs up. I want to keep it real with you guys. Just because I'm gifted something doesn't mean that I'm going to just glorify everything that is said. Again, this company wants my feedback, seeing as I've handled so many bags of my own and I know quality when I see it. They're asking for my feedback, so I'm giving them my honest feedback. Certain things with design and quality, I want to let them know so that they can improve it. And I'm also wanting to let you guys know, because I know that some of my audience is probably looking at these things and want to know what I think. So yeah, we'll leave it at that before I keep rambling, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.